St. Peter's Catholic Church is located in the county of Huron on Highway 21, just north of St. Joseph, Ontario. On May 24, 1828, a settlement was founded by the Canada Company. His Majesty's government sold to this company a block of land which was known as the Huron Tract and which lays our parish community today. In the year 1844, 3 lumberjacks, Claude Delanaz, Abraham Bedard, and Baptiste Duran, all pioneers of this parish, traveled to the Huron Tract, scouting the area with settlement in mind. They returned to Quebec and told their folks that in all their travels they knew of no other place more promising than the Huron Tract. These 3 men and their families and friends left Quebec in 1846, settling in Hay and Stanley Township. Their mode of travel to this new land was both long and tiresome. They proceeded by boat from Montreal to Hamilton, through forests guided by only paths. They bought land from the Canada Company at $3 per acre and set to work to clear the land. Among the first settlers to arrive, whose descendants are now living in the parish, are Norbert Denemy, Basil Jeffrey, Basile Duran, Eli and Christopher Ducharme, Pierre Corriveau, Henry Malon, Joseph Canton, Francois Papillon, Joseph Laporte, Pierre Moss, Dominic and Martin Ducharme, Paul Charette, and Thomas and Francis Geoffroy. This tiny settlement, located on what was known as Lakeshore Road, was initially visited by priests serving the area from Guelph to Goderich. The early settlers named the area Point au Bouleau, meaning Point of the Birches or Birch Point. This point is located on the boundary between Vista Beach North and Ducharme Beach subdivisions, just south of the church today on Highway 21. In 1849, the first masses were offered by Father P. Snyder in the home of Jean Baptiste Ducharme, with children being baptized and marriages blessed. Father Schneider was from France and was a soldier in Napoleon Bonaparte's army. In 1850, our first church was a log cabin and was built to serve as a school, church, and a meeting place, and was established as a parish in 1854 and named St. Pierre au Bouleau, St. Peter's of the Birches. In 1856, St. Peter's Roman Catholic Cemetery opens as a burial ground, with the oldest grave, its name being Get Boyle, November 30, 1856. In 1855, a new church was built, but just as it was being completed, a fire broke out on December 15, 1859, and everything was lost. In 1860, the first visit by a bishop took place, the Right Reverend Pierre Adolphe Pinsonneau, Bishop of Sandwich. The German and French Catholics shared the log building until 1869, but the growing numbers of German parishioners dictated a building of a new church, which is when St. Boniface opened in Zurich in 1871. In 1873, a new church is completed. It was built of yellow brick on a stone foundation surmounted by a steeple. And 2 years later, a new rectory was built beside St. Peter's Church. On November 19, 1879, Bishop Walsh made his first visit and confirmed 126 children. A new church bell was bought by Father Moron and weighed 600 pounds and called Philomena was installed. This was blessed by Bishop Right Reverend Monsignor Bruyere on January 25, 1882. In 1884, the grounds were fenced and the interior of the church decorated. The cemetery was upgraded and a wooden cross was erected therein. In 1894, fire struck again, badly damaging the rectory, but the rectory was rebuilt that same year. There were 89 families at this time. In 1899, the foundation of the church was enlarged for a transept and a sacristy. The enlarged church at this time measured 95 feet by 53 feet and had 3 beautiful altars, oak pews, a hot air furnace, stained glass windows, and oil-painted walls. A solemn blessing was given by Bishop McAvoy on October 22, 1899. In 1904, a barn and other building as well as a pulpit were added to the church. And in 1913, more renovations were began to the rectory and to the interior of the church. A statue of the Sacred Heart was erected outside St. Peter's Church in 1922. Legend has it that the St. Joseph area was plagued with fierce storms, and after the statue was erected, the storms subsided. This statue is still here today, just south of the church. Between 1917 and 1922, one of the parishioners, Narcisse Canton, brought Blessed Brother Andre from Montreal to St. Joseph, who visited the sick and through the grace of God cured several parishioners of their various illnesses. Brother Andre was the founder of St. Joseph's Oratory in Montreal and was beatified in 1982. A statue of Brother Andre kneeling at the feet of Jesus was blessed by Father Poisson in 1955. In 1930, a painting bee was organized and the church bricks were painted red. In 1937, Mr. and Mrs. James Moss of our parish were officially honored by our government for having 21 children, one of the largest families of one mother and father in Canada. On July 26, 1937, they were given a special blessing by Bishop Kidd. In 1940, a house across the road from the church was purchased for the use of the convent by the Ursuline sisters to teach at the school, and they remained till 1976. In 1941, the parish hall was erected, and an addition of 25 feet was added in 1945, where many dinners and entertainment was held. On June 3, 1949, Prime Minister Louis Saint Laurent and family visited our parish and were entertained at lunch in the hall. It was a great honor to have been visited by the Prime Minister, a first in our parish history. In 1949, our Catholic Women's League was established and is still very active in our church and community. This organization has been a center of the parish life for women, and lifelong friendships have been made through working together, supporting each other in good and bad times, and attempting to make this world a better place for everyone. In the past, fundraising included bingos, card parties, penny sales, baking pies for the Zurich Bean Festival, not to forget the many quilting bees, which was very much a social activity as well as a fundraiser. Funds raised supported many of our youth, shut-ins, the nursing home in Zurich, Blessings in Zurich, people entering religious orders, as well as many organizations in our community and around the world. The ladies also provide meals for funeral receptions and socials for First Communion and Confirmation, priest anniversaries. They are also involved in Bible studies, small group studies, and retreats at parish level to enable growth in our faith. In 1959, a new school was built next to the church, École Sainte Marie, which was closed in 1986 when students then attended St. Boniface School. The school was then converted to apartments. In 1963, many changes took place. A new altar was put in place, and the priest faced the congregation for the first time during Mass. The communion rail was removed, and the Latin Mass was replaced by Mass in French and in English. In 1973, a celebration was held to commemorate the 100-year laying of the cornerstone. 1987, the church was sandblasted back to its original yellow brick color. In 2008, the church underwent major modifications with structural repairs, new paint and carpet, in preparation for the celebration of the 135th anniversary of our church, which included Saturday evening entertainment in an outdoor tent, an outdoor Mass in the tent on Sunday, and over 500 people attended this celebration in 2 days, along with a catered meal followed by socializing with the people of same roots. In April 2011, the reliquary of St. Brother Andre came to our parish with visitation, mass, and celebration. In 2014, the Healing Garden was completed on the grounds of the church where another celebration took place. In 2016, we added pictures and histories of families that were here since the beginning, along with all the religious people, priests, sisters, and brothers, a total of 48 men and women, that came out of our parish community since the beginning. Another reason to celebrate our faith. These are still posted in our parish hall for all to see when we have celebrations. In 2017, we added the Rosary Garden to where the Healing Garden is, where people come to pray the rosary outside. Again, another reason to celebrate our great faith and community. Each year we have an outdoor mass celebration in August, along with food to come together to celebrate and socialize with our community. Of course, with the COVID virus this year, this is not possible. In the 1930s, Father Marchand described the people of St. Peter's Parish as good, honest, and God-fearing, plain living, attached to their native parish, content with the wholesome joys, friendly towards their neighbor, forgetful of differences of race and creed, exhibiting the sociability and hospitality of their race. I am proud to say that this still exists today. May we always treasure the gift of our faith, the memories of the past, the closeness of our families, and the importance of friendship, and the pride and accomplishments of our parish community. We continue to embrace our faith and grow with Bible studies, small group sharings, and welcome new parishioners with arms open.